Alright, Judah, time for Taekwondo practice. Oh, cool, I'll be there. And then you have to go to Protection City later. Oh, okay then. And next you have soccer practice. What? And believe me, you might have more stuff to do eventually. Wait, what? Oh, come on! So when I was a wee youngling, my parents signed me up for a bunch of extracurricular activities just for me to get out of the house. And maybe it was also for them to not have an extra responsibility for a few hours every day. However, I'm also pretty sure they signed me up because as someone with ADHD, I had a lot of energy that needed to be let out. So they figured if I was just busy doing something, then my energy would be spent in a productive manner. Now, with that in mind, let's revisit some of these memories of mine. Or if you were my age, you'd call it childhood trauma. The first extracurricular activity I participated in was back when I was in kindergarten, where I was in a Taekwondo class. Now, I know most kids in Taekwondo usually become extremely dedicated students, going all the way to becoming a black belt student and taking the top spot. As for me, I was pretty bad at it. Like, extremely bad at it. And there was this other kid who was kind of annoying me and distracting me from the rest of the class, which naturally made it even harder to concentrate. Another problem with me at that age was that I was way too much of a snowflake to make some kind of a move when I was asked to. And also as a kid, I was just really attached to my parents and I would get upset when I wouldn't see them there. Overall, it just seemed like I had to go to another school for Taekwondo and I barely even learned a thing. I should have just trained myself to become my own master of martial arts, because believe me, at least that way I would have learned something. The next activity I did was this driving school for kids that we'll call Protection City. And the whole basis of this program was teaching kids about driving and road safety. So it was essentially a driver's ed class for little kids who have no attention span, especially to the road. To be honest, I don't remember a lot about that place. I remember they had things like daily lessons, our own anthem, our mascot, and even little cars for us to drive in. They even gave out plushies for those who remembered the lesson and behaved well. Me, on the other hand, I may have tried to steal a plush. This program was actually pretty good for the most part, and I actually ended up completing its course. But I guess I got disinterested in the moment, and then it was time for my parents to do the obvious and right thing, which is sign me up for yet another activity. The last activity I remember going to was when I was in first grade, where my parents signed me up for a kids soccer team in another school. And while that does sound pretty fun at first, honestly that was a bad and traumatizing experience for me as a kid. The practices itself were really hard to concentrate on, and the kinds of training they did were intense. And again, I was the kid who was just really attached to my parents and hated it when they weren't there to watch me practice. Plus, I don't even remember us playing any games against any other teams. Honestly, I'm pretty sure our sessions were just pure practice and probably pure torture for us 6-year-olds. Shout out to all the viewers who were into soccer, played it like champs, and won against other teams. As for me, I'm just gonna sit back here in the benches, eat grass, and not even cheer for my team. At the end of the day, my parents saw that extracurricular activities like these weren't really helping me, and if anything, they were just making my energy feel drained rather than spent on productive activities. From there, they figured I should just stick to school and only school. I know that was a good decision because this way I can concentrate on the more important things and on activities I actually enjoy doing. Like animation. And hey, at the very least, they didn't send me to a summer camp, because I know I'd hate it. My parents actually told me they did sign me up for a bunch of other activities when I got a little older, but I honestly have no memories of those activities. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and only tell these stories since I perfectly remember them. So yeah, these were the activities I used to do as a kid, and now I do this whole animation thing as an activity. Did I enjoy these activities at all when I was younger? Well, you can clearly tell that this question speaks for itself, otherwise I don't think I would have even made this video. But would I enjoy these activities at my age today? Well, I certainly think I would have enjoyed Taekwondo and soccer since now I would have been better at concentrating and I also would have put real effort into them. So maybe yes, I would have enjoyed doing those activities today. But now that I've grown, it's safe to say I enjoy doing animation since this is something I love doing and I'm actively working to become better at it. But yeah, that's it for now, and like always, I'll see you later.